love bugs. Today I want to talk about a fish that I don't feel is like particularly hard to get personally, but I have to say it is one of the ones that I hear the most groaning about. People coming into chat being like, oh my God, I'm still hunting for this stupid giant goldfish. Or, oh my God, Ravi, I finally got the stupid goldfish. So anyway, I've had the goldfish for a very, very long time, the giant goldfish. And now I have several of the giant goldfish because I think that in order to get one and to make the hunt a little less miserable, I have a really fun way to go about getting it that will leave you with plenty of goldfish in your pockets and also maybe some plushies. Let's talk about it. Let's start with some basics. First off, the goldfish can be found at any time of day. Literally, whenever you want to go hunting for it, you can go hunting for it. Secondly, you need to use glowworms. So you are going to need to make yourself some glowworms and make sure that you have those ready to go. Thirdly, and I think most importantly, is that the goldfish is found in ponds. But not only is it found in the basic ponds in Kilima, where a lot of people, I feel, go hunting for it, it can also be found in the ponds in Bahari. So if you really are someone who is just frustrated fishing, you don't want to keep fishing, you just don't want to do it, you're over it, you could stop this guide right now, and what I would tell you to do is go hunting. Run through Kilima and Bahari, and every time you run past a pond and you see a node, throw in a fishing rod and then go do something else. Run back past a pond again, throw one in. I'm telling you, eventually you're gonna get the darn goldfish. However, if you're here right now because you're like, Ravi, this goldfish is the last fish I have to get and I want to get it right now, then stick around. So I have two ponds that I like to go to specifically back and forth to try and get a starred goldfish. I will go between the Mirror Pond ruins, hit all of the nodes over here, and then move over to this cute little pond that has a possibility of spawning two nodes behind the farm that the Dayas run. Now you might be watching this and being like, okay, Ravi, that's not rocket science. All you just told me is that we're going to fish for the fish that's found in ponds and ponds. Well, yes, we are. But like I said, I kind of want to change your mindset a little bit about the grind and hunt for this epic fish. So first off, when you have a node available here at the Mirror Pond, obviously you are going to hunt in that node to try and get that fish and hope that it's going to pop up for you. However, as the nodes start disappearing, they don't come back quite as fast running between just these two ponds as like you can just run back and forth and constantly have a node to fish in. Unfortunately, it's not quite that fast. But you know what else you can get when you are fishing in the ponds? Well, you can get makeshift chests. First of all, you're going to have a higher chance of getting makeshift chests for using glowworms, which is going to give you decorating items and also help you towards your makeshift chest achievement. But you also get a chance at fish plushies. Oh yes. Did you forget about fish plushies? You probably didn't. It's okay. I'm being a little dramatic. What can I say? I'm kind of tired making this video tonight, y'all. So you're getting kind of goofy Ravi right now. But anyway, I'm going to fish over at that pond until there are no nodes left. Then I'm going to run back to Badru's pond. And this obviously also works better if you bring a friend with you. Getting your little fishing bonus is always nice. Plus, if you end up finding yourself a makeshift chest or a plushie, you're going to get that chance of getting double loot. But it's late and I didn't ask anybody to come and play with me. So here we are. I'm just going to fly right over this ledge right here. Get all the way behind this guy here, this little barn. And you can already see the little pond just behind. This is also my favorite place. If you just want to fish for plushies, let's say you finally get your goldfish and you're waiting for your friends to get theirs. Just standing in a circle around this pond, fishing for fishies or fishing for fish plushies is my absolute favorite fishing I've ever done in Palia, and I am saying that as someone who does not like fishing. Fishing is my lowest skill by far at level 74, and the only reason it's even that high is because they gave us plushies. That is the only reason. It's because I'm a plushie fiend, not because I like fishing. Now this one, obviously you only get 1 or 2 nodes here. I'm going to immediately now run all the way back. Now, once I get back to the other side, I'm going to go ahead and fish in the nodes, but then I'm going to wait a second. I'm probably going to do maybe 3 or 4 casts just by myself. I'll probably actually wait for all the nodes to come back. I'm just going to wait for them all to come back and then fish them again and then run back to the little pond, or as I like to call it, Badrew's Pond. That's what I call the pond. So we're flying back over to Mirrorfield right now, hoping that there's going to be any nodes in the other spots. Probably not where I already fished, but there might be some. There's multiple ones that can spawn here. And yep, we've got one. Oh, actually, both are back. So we got lucky. So I'm going to fish in both of the nodes. And then once I'm done fishing in each of these nodes and the pond is empty, I'm going to fish for a little while until the nodes come back another time. So let's go ahead and zoom through this really fast. Alrighty, I think I'm on cast maybe 4 now of just going into the lake just to get makeshift and plushies. And I am seeing a node back on the other side, so I'm going to move back to that guy now and try and grab the nodes before running back to Badrew's Pond. Now, another benefit of fishing in the pond when there is not a node, obviously getting plushies is great, obviously makeshift is great, but also if you are a new player and you do still not have your bundles left, or maybe if you're an old player and you haven't finished your bundles yet, one of the fish that you're going to need for one of the bundles is the giant goldfish. It held up a lot of people from being able to move forward with their bundles. So I do highly recommend if you are a new player and you're just kind of feeling like fishing, maybe you're leveling up your fishing skill, trying to get to level 10. I highly, now I have another node over there. I highly recommend that you look for those goldfish also not in the nodes. While you will need the starred one in order to get your accomplishment for Master Fisher, you do not need it to be a starred one in order for it to go in your bundle. And there's nothing more heartbreaking than having to put a starred rare item in one of your bundles. So the hope is that you would actually get an unstarred giant goldfish as well that you could then use for that bundle. So reasons, you do have multiple reasons to catch this fish besides just getting it for essentially the trophy of it. All right, so I waited until the nodes refreshed, and by now the node at Badrew's Pond should also be filled. Now, some people like to just stay at Mirrorfields, but I'm telling you, you heard it here first. I have absolutely nothing to confirm the correctness or trueness of this. This is just a hunch. It's just a feeling. It's just something I have experienced as a player who has spent an unfortunate amount of time fishing for different things. Badrew's Pond is lucky. It's just lucky. It's more fun to fish at. It gives a higher rate of plushies. And it is just the bomb. It is where I finally got my starred goldfish. Oh, it's not back yet. Oh, I just said all these nice things about you, and now you're having my video making me look like a liar. Wow, rude. Well, since there aren't any notes back here, I told y'all I'm unhinged right now. Because there aren't any notes here, I am going to go ahead and fish here until the node pops back, and I'll let you know how long it takes me in just a second. Okay, I'm going to be real with you all. I think that the devs heard me say that the pond is lucky, and now they're refusing to give me nodes. Also, that is not verified, real, or legitimate. So I haven't gotten a node in far too many fish. I've lost count. So if it's taking this long for one to pop up here, I am just going to run back to Mirror Ponds, because I find that Mirror Ponds does come back a little bit faster. But I'm still usually able to get a decent amount of good nodes, but we're trying to find a starred goldfish here. The goal is not plushies. The goal is not makeshift items. It is a starred giant goldfish. So we're going to go back to Mirror Pond and see if the nodes are back, but I am going to assume that they are. And then fish in there. And then that's pretty much my secret, y'all. It's not anything too incredibly fancy. Not anything too incredibly nuts. It's just, if you change your mindset about the grind of it a little bit into thinking of the other things that you can be getting when you aren't going for the goldfish, or honestly, even when you are, maybe it will help you deal with the frustration that is waiting for this silly little fish to pop up. But I promise that it will. It definitely will. I see them all the time. And now that I've caught one, I have so many that I sell them. Yes, I sell them because I've gotten so many of them at this point. Oh, and here is my first regular goldfish. As you can see, they aren't particularly hard to pull in, so you don't need to worry about spending any extra money or cooking any extra food, like for getting fish bonuses. So I would definitely save those for catching your other fish. Don't worry about it for the goldfish so much. I mean, if you want to have a major booster, sometimes people just like to have them on kind of all the time. But you definitely do not need it. They're pretty easy to catch. So at this point, I now already have gotten one goldfish, so I would have the one that I need for the bundle if I were a new player. And now I'm only looking for my starred one at this point. So when I'm waiting for the notes to come back, I'm still looking for makeshift items and also trying to get myself some plushies. And here's my fish. Y'all, very seriously, I'm going to tell you exactly what my recording software says. This is 27 minutes and 22 seconds from the moment that I started recording this back on my plot. And I have now already gotten a starred giant goldfish, a regular one for the bundles, and I didn't get any plushies today, but I did get a chest. It didn't have something in it that I needed, but I did get one. I am going to call that a success. I love you so much, and I'll see you in Elderwood so soon. Bye-bye.